I-730, and the aging out trap.
Hello, I am lawyer Edwin Fogam, an immigration attorney. I have practiced immigration and other areas of the law for 28 years. Now, today I want to talk about the I-730 and the aging out trap. What is an I-730? An I-730 petition is a petition that can be filed by an asylee or a refugee to have his or her beneficiary also obtain asylee derivative status. In other words, if you have a child in your asylum application, you can file an I-730 when you have been granted asylum to have your child also become an asylee. If the child is below 21 years old, that is the magic age. Now, why is there a trap in this? There is a trap in this because many people erroneously believe that the child does not age out as long as the child was included in your application before the child turned 21. Now, actually, the child will age out if you are interviewed and granted asylum after the child had turned 21 or above. In other words, if you have a child in your application, say the child was 19, and the asylum application goes beyond 2 years into 3 years, and you are granted asylum when the child is 23, that child has aged out. However, if you are granted asylum while the child is still below 21, then the child will never age out because the child is protected by the Child Status Protection Act, which locks in their age from the time you were granted asylum. So the magic point to consider is when you were actually granted asylum or refugee status. This is a very important point because many of our clients have made the mistake of thinking that because the child was included in the application before they turned 21, doesn't matter how long the asylum application is pending for, upon approval or being granted, the child will automatically be a beneficiary if they file an I-730 petition. But that is not the case. So you have to watch out for this. I thought this was an important information to bring to you. And if you have any questions or anything you need clarification on, please do not hesitate to contact us. Our number is 301-608-1555. You can also send us an email to info@fogamlaw.com. And as always, do not fear the system. Seek to understand it and work with it. You can benefit from it. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a review in the comments.